Other interesting business news, you have Gap hiring Mattel leader for their CEO. Now, it's not too much of a surprise given his background. Richard Dixon is actually the president and chief operating officer of Mattel, and he's going to be leaving them to become the CEO of Gap. And this comes after we had about a year since the former Gap CEO, Sonia Singhal, stepped down, leaving the company, which Gap, a lot of people don't realize, they also own the Banana Republic, Athletica, as well as Old Navy. So they've been without someone at the helm for quite some time, and they've been struggling for quite some time as well in terms of their sales. Now, it looks like Dixon's best known for bringing Mattel, breathing life back into the brand, specifically the Barbie franchise. So he has a proven track record of turning things around. However, I'm a little skeptical just because there's a big delta, a big difference between reinvigorating a staple brand or a brand that's been around for decades. It's a different thing to breathe life back into that one specific product as opposed to a company like Gap. You kind of saw this with Tuesday Morning, where you had a couple of the previous CEOs. He turned around a clothing store, which that's more specific, but they weren't able to turn around Tuesday Morning, unfortunately. They subsequently went bankrupt. And you also had this, I believe, one of the GameStop CEOs. He used to be the CEO of AutoZone. Actually, no, for sure, I know that was a use case. Now, AutoZone, he was able to successfully turn around because people need a lot of the things that they sell. There's a lot of wearable items on a vehicle, including brake pads, air filters, window washer fluid, windshield wipers. Now, he failed at turning GameStop around partially because you could download most of the products there. You can't download a pair of washer fluid yet. Someone might be able to 3D print that with Magic someday, and you have a little bit of competition from e-commerce, but AutoZone really is it's really the convenience of you going there and getting it. So he turned that company around. Now, with Gap, there's a lot of competition with a lot of clothing companies, and it's really a cost basis. It's hard to build a brand when you're known for being more cost favorable. A nice way of saying you're a discount store. Now, he's had a lot of experience with the company. Dixon's actually been on the board of directors for Gap since last November, and there was a little collaboration where Gap and Mattel partnered to sell the Barbie-themed clothing back in April 2022. So they've had a little bit of interactions. He's been on the board for a while, so it makes sense logically for him to be the CEO. And he certainly knows some background information that most consumers don't since he's on the board. But it'll be interesting to see, can he turn around this new challenge where it's a whole new category? I would argue Barbie, rudimentarily speaking, is a little bit easier just because it's been around forever. You basically just need, not to short sell his past content experience, but you need to just breathe new life back to the brand, more advertising campaigns, maybe give Barbie a smartphone or something to make it more up to the times. Although she sells a Corvette, although I think it's automatic, so it's pretty disappointing in and of itself. But it'll be interesting to see, and hopefully he's able to turn it around so more jobs aren't lost as those chains continue to struggle with more and more competition, and of course consumers being more and more price sensitive, therefore also reducing the profit margins that they make, which you need to reinvest to actually build the store and make it better. So I wish him the best, and we shall see what he's able to do. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Also want to let everyone know we're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of August, so I greatly appreciate you taking the time to click that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to take the time to comment and like. Those things really help out the videos get shared more and more. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.